with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good afternoon, I'm Elspeth Meisner. Thanks so much for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. New today, as Catholics make their way to church this morning, they may have noticed fewer people in the pews or one priest covering multiple masses. Since 2017, the Diocese of Erie has been restructuring parishes. Today, we have an update on how COVID-19 has affected it.
For the past few years, the Erie Catholic Diocese has worked with area parishes to find the best way to continue to serve others while dealing with setbacks. A solution has been to merge the parishes.
There are quite a number of places in the diocese right now that are in the middle of planning processes. At various stages. Some are just beginning, some are coming through to the end.
It's a long process to make this happen. It all starts with the parishioners before a plan makes its way to the bishop.
Parishioners, by and large, have been very engaged in this. You know, they've been invited to be engaged and they have accepted that invitation.
There's a number of reasons of why restructuring is needed throughout the entire Diocese of Erie. Everything from a lack of parishioners to a shortage of priests.
That definitely has an effect on parish staffing. We have a lot of our priests who are currently pastoring 2 parishes. Some still pastor 1 parish.
Monsignor Losi says COVID has certainly delayed the process, but it hasn't halted it. There's still a lot of work happening behind the scenes. But still, Monsignor Losi knows that some churches will have to close and parishes will have to merge so priests can continue to serve people.
Realistically, I think anybody who would look objectively would say we have more buildings than we need. So it's likely that more will be closing, but we do that very reluctantly.
Elspeth Meisner, Erie News Now.
And some churches have already been restructured, most recently a handful in Meadville. This has been an ongoing problem for years that is now reaching the city of Erie. Turning now to different news in our area. As we approach another winter, staying warm is important, which is why Erie News Now teamed up with the City of Erie for our annual Community Coats Drive. All weekend long, community members could either take a coat or leave a coat on the east side of Perry Square. When we stopped by yesterday morning, there was dozens of people dropping off items, everything from blankets, gloves, coats, even masks for those community members who need them. One community member told us this is what the Erie community is all about. This is the main reason why him and his wife decided to move back here.
To be honest, Pittsburgh don't have this kind of stuff going on. That's why I say the hospitality from Erie is great, and it means a whole lot to my wife and I.
The community coat drive continues today until 3 o'clock, so there's still some time to go down and get a coat. Our goal is to clear all the trees and make sure there's no coats left by the end of the day. And besides people needing coats this holiday season, we also know that there is a need for food. So we invite you to join us in 2 weeks for our Erie News Now food drive. We'll be collecting food for the Second Harvest Food Bank all day long, all across our region. It's taking place on November 17th. That's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, from sunup to sundown. All your donations will be staying local in our area. Well, after a mild fall, the leaves along the lake shore have stayed pretty green. Well, up until now. We're finally seeing those fall colors, and that means you'll be raking up the leaves fairly soon. Our Isley Gooden has more on what you should do if you have leaves in your yard.
After what some would call a long summer, autumn leaves are finally falling.
I think it's really pretty. I love coming here while it looks like this.
Autumn and Kevin adore walking the Wintergreen Gorge to enjoy fall leaf colors.
Come here every season and we love seeing how it changes. We always take pictures here and it's interesting. Love seeing the leaves change, and we love coming here throughout every season just to get new pictures.
While nice to look at, many rake leaves out of their yards. To dispose of leaves this season, the City of Erie wants residents to avoid sweeping them into the street and instead to put them in biodegradable bags on your garbage disposal day.
Put them out on your garbage pickup night. It's dangerous to rake leaves into the street. You know, it makes it slippery for walkers and bikers and even cars.
I asked Kevin, how does he care for leaves in their yard?
Usually when I cut the grass, I'll put the bag on and I'll just kind of use it as mulch.
While they love fall, they can't wait for winter to come.
I'm actually ready for the snow. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't mind an excuse to stay inside and
Yeah.
keep to ourselves.
Hibernate for the season.
And the Erie Leaf Collection will continue throughout the rest of the month of November. If you're looking to do some shopping for Christmas today, and if you like some handmade gifts, we have an event for you happening right now. Erie Promotions Holiday Craft and Gift Festival continues today at the Bayfront Convention Center in downtown Erie. There's lots of vendors to choose from, everything for the holidays, specifically handmade gifts. It runs today until 4 p.m. if you haven't had a chance to go yet. Tickets are $6 for the day. Kids 10 and under are free. Well, that does it for this edition of the Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to tune in to Erie News Now at 6 o'clock for the latest news, weather, and sports. Have a great Sunday.